The kickoff for the first week of 2017 is a mixed bag of cosmic tricks, Virgos. But before we look ahead, let's take a quick glance at the carryovers we're still dealing with from last year. The first one up at the opening gate on Sunday, January 1st, is Mercury retrograde carryover in Capricorn that gets this year off to a rather slow start. At its best, this carryover from before Christmas is a reminder to finish tying up last year's loose ends. At its worst, it puts communications and transportation at a double disadvantage. Unfortunately, on Wednesday, January 4, Mercury reverses back into overly optimistic Sagittarius, meaning that while you're backtracking, you're also having to make an added effort to stay focused and on track. The good news is that even though Mercury still has a few more days left in Sagittarius, the retrograde is coming to an end. Now, officially it comes to an end January 8, but a lot of astrologers are saying to hang on until January 12 before making any drastic changes. Now, communications and transportation will start to return to normal over the weekend and into next week. The other January 1 carryover is a Mars-Neptune conjunction, both of which are in Pisces, left over from New Year's Eve, that can best be described as post-holiday depression. Eating foods high in iron and getting enough sleep in your own bed, not drinking, no sugar, are the best bets to get you through this low energy field. Whenever we go off our regular eating patterns and sleeping patterns, and maybe you've been smoking cigarettes or cigars or whatever it is you've been doing to celebrate, you probably wake up in the morning and think, okay, not feeling 100%. Maybe you haven't been exercising. It's time. 2017 is here. It's time to get back to it. As we look ahead, the first week of the new year also has some really good news from a Jupiter-Saturn sextile, a positive shift for Venus, and a one-time meeting between the Sun and Pluto. On Sunday, January 1st, there's a lucky lineup between Jupiter and Saturn that can be the spark that turns things in your favor if you've already done all of the prep work and heavy lifting. There's also some happy news for relationships on Tuesday, January 3, when Venus moves into Pisces. Pisces is Venus's second favorite sign placement after Taurus, and for you, it's your relationship sign. This sweet planet sign combination of compassion and idealism will be on hand to soften the hardest hearts until the beginning of February. On Saturday, January 7, there's an annual one-day conference between the Sun and Pluto, signaling it's time to push the power button. These two titans have been meeting up every year since 2008 in the sign of Capricorn, your fifth house of romance, creativity, self-fulfillment, which is synonymous with corporate power. During the last 9 years, the entire world has been experiencing financial emergencies, drastic climate change, and massive changes in the balance of power. On a personal level, this is a signal to keep fighting for your long-term goals and not back down. And there's some fighting words right there, and it's very apropos with Donald Trump having just won the US election, even though everybody didn't think he would. The balance of power is now fully in the hands of the Republicans for the first time in some time. So we are set to have a very interesting corporate and, interesting 2017. So let's see. Happy New Year, Virgos, and I'll speak to you again soon.